Space is big, really big. It's so vast that it defies our everyday understanding. Imagine the largest thing you can think of, and then multiply that by 1,000,000. That's still not even close to the scale of space. The distances between planets are vast. To put it in perspective, if Earth were the size of a marble, Mars would be a golf ball about a football field away. The sheer emptiness between celestial bodies is staggering, so vast that the idea of celestial objects colliding seems impossible, almost. The universe is a dance of gravitational forces, each planet and star moving in a delicate balance. But what if our celestial neighbor Mars decided to pay a visit? Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing Mars growing larger each night. Not just a friendly flyby, but a full-on collision course with Earth. The thought alone is enough to send chills down your spine. Right now, Mars orbits the Sun peacefully, about 140 million miles away. This distance ensures that Mars and Earth remain in their own lanes, so to speak. But imagine a cosmic shuffle, a gravitational nudge that sends Mars hurtling towards us. This could be caused by a rogue planet passing through our solar system or a massive asteroid altering Mars's trajectory. The very notion sends shivers down your spine, doesn't it? It should. It's a cosmic nightmare. But could it happen? The forces required to alter Mars's orbit are immense, but the universe is full of surprises. The good news is that such an event is incredibly unlikely. The gravitational forces that keep our solar system in balance are strong and stable. Our solar system is relatively stable. The planets have been in their orbits for billions of years. This stability is a result of the precise balance of gravitational forces. But the universe is full of surprises. Supernovae, black holes, and other cosmic events can create ripples that affect even the most stable systems. And on the timescale of cosmic events, even the impossible can become possible. Over millions or billions of years, the unlikely can become reality. So let's indulge our curiosity and explore the hypothetical. What if Mars collided with Earth? What would happen to our planet, our civilization, and life as we know it? The collision would be catastrophic. The energy released would be equivalent to billions of nuclear bombs. The impact would likely vaporize large portions of both planets, creating a new celestial body from the debris. It's a scenario that reminds us of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. As Mars drew closer, its gravitational pull on Earth would begin to wreak havoc. The once stable orbits of our planet would be thrown into disarray, causing unpredictable shifts in our environment. Tides wouldn't be tides anymore, but monstrous swells engulfing coastlines and reshaping continents. Coastal cities would face unprecedented flooding, with water levels rising dramatically, submerging entire neighborhoods and transforming the landscape. Earthquakes would become commonplace, rippling across the globe with increasing intensity. The ground beneath our feet would become unstable, with tremors felt in places that had never experienced them before. Buildings would crumble, infrastructure would fail, and the very foundation of our civilization would be shaken. The sky would transform into a spectacle of awe and terror. Unusual phenomena would light up the night, with auroras and other celestial displays becoming more frequent and intense. The beauty of these events would be overshadowed by the fear of what they signified. Mars, a blood-red dot growing larger every night, would dominate the heavens. Its presence would be a constant reminder of the impending disaster, visible to everyone on Earth. The once distant planet would now be an ominous harbinger of doom. The once familiar constellations would distort, their patterns disrupted by the celestial interloper. Panic would grip humanity. People would gather in open spaces, staring up at the sky in disbelief, trying to make sense of the new patterns that had emerged. Knowing our impending doom, yet powerless to stop it. The sense of helplessness would be overwhelming as people struggled to come to terms with the reality of their situation. Despair would spread like wildfire, affecting everyone from the young to the old. Scientists would calculate the impact trajectory with chilling precision, predicting the exact moment of impact. Governments would be powerless, no bunker deep enough. The world's brightest minds would work tirelessly, but their efforts would only confirm the inevitable. No technology advanced enough to save us. Most sophisticated machines and systems would be rendered useless in the face of such a colossal event. Control rooms would be abandoned, and the once bustling cities would fall silent. All we could do was wait and watch. The anticipation would be unbearable as the world collectively held its breath, waiting for the final moment. Families would gather, friends would reunite, and strangers would find solace in each other's company. The days leading up to the collision would be a surreal mix of chaos and resignation. Some would prepare for the worst, while others would try to carry on as if nothing had changed. The streets would be filled with a strange blend of activity and stillness, as people grappled with their fate. As the final hours ticked away, a sense of dread would permeate everything. The end was nigh. The ticking clock would be a constant reminder of the limited time left, and every second would feel like an eternity. The sky would grow darker. The collision, when it finally arrived, would be nothing short of apocalyptic. The sheer magnitude of such an event is almost beyond human comprehension. Imagine the skies darkening as Mars, a crimson harbinger of doom, looms ever closer, its surface scarred by ancient impacts and dust storms. The tension would be palpable, a global sense of impending catastrophe. Imagine the energy of 1 billion nuclear bombs detonating simultaneously. This is not just a theoretical exercise, it's a stark reality of the forces at play. The energy released would be enough to shatter the very fabric of our planet, sending shockwaves through the core and mantle. That's a fraction of the force unleashed when Mars, a planet with twice the diameter of our moon, slams into Earth at tens of thousands of miles per hour. The speed and mass of Mars would create a collision of unimaginable proportions, a cosmic event that would be visible from the far reaches of our solar system. The impact would vaporize millions of square miles of Earth's crust, instantly transforming rock and water into superheated gas. The initial explosion would be followed by a series of secondary blasts as the shockwave travels through the planet, igniting fires and causing further destruction. Molten debris ejected into space would rain down upon the planet in a fiery apocalypse. These fragments, some as large as cities, would re-enter the atmosphere, creating a meteor shower of unprecedented scale. The sky would be ablaze with streaks of fire, each one a harbinger of further devastation. Earthquakes, unlike any in recorded history, would tear apart continents, collapsing mountains and splitting the Earth's crust like a cracked eggshell. The ground would heave and buckle, creating chasms that swallow entire cities. The very landscape of our planet would be irrevocably altered. The atmosphere would ignite, a global firestorm consuming everything in its path. The oxygen in the air would feed the flames, creating a hellish inferno that engulfs forests, cities, and oceans alike. The heat would be so intense that even metal structures would melt and flow like rivers of lava. Tsunamis, towering miles high, would race across the oceans, washing over entire continents and scouring the surface clean. These colossal waves would carry with them the debris of a shattered world, depositing it far inland and creating new landscapes in their wake. The Earth, once a vibrant blue and green oasis, would be transformed into an inferno. The surface would be a molten wasteland with rivers of lava flowing where oceans once existed. The sky would be choked with ash and smoke, blocking out the sun and plunging the world into darkness. In that moment of cosmic violence, life as we know it would cease to exist. The delicate balance that sustains life on Earth would be shattered, leaving behind a barren, lifeless rock. The remnants of our civilization would be buried under layers of ash and debris, a silent testament to the fragility of life. The dinosaurs, wiped out by an asteroid, would seem lucky by comparison. Their extinction, while catastrophic, was a mere prelude to the apocalyptic scenario of a planetary collision. The forces unleashed by such an event would dwarf anything experienced in Earth's history, a stark reminder of the power and unpredictability of the cosmos. The immediate aftermath of the collision would be a scene of unimaginable devastation. Earth, no longer a sphere but a molten, misshapen blob, would be shrouded in a thick, choking cloud of vaporized rock and metal. The sun would be completely obscured, its light unable to penetrate the dense, superheated atmosphere. The surface of the planet would be an ocean of magma, punctuated by volcanic eruptions of unimaginable scale. The very air would be toxic, a deadly cocktail of superheated gases and vaporized rock. Nothing could survive, not even the hardiest extremophiles that call Earth's most inhospitable environments home. Over time, the molten surface would cool, solidifying into a new alien landscape. The atmosphere, slowly clearing, would reveal a sky choked with ash and dust. The Earth, once teeming with life, would be silent, a barren, desolate wasteland. But even in this hellscape, the seeds of change would be sown. The cosmic dance was far from over, far from